Good evening and welcome to the Job Search Solution, the radio program where we talk about looking for a job, changing jobs, changing careers, hiring. And as always, we begin with a prayer. Dear God, grant us thy peace and thy mercy. Thy will be done. And in just a few minutes, Rich Levinsky is going to be with us talking about consultants in the workplace. In this session, I'd like to discuss some of the myths and realities of today's job market. Boy, there is so much junk out there written about how to find a job and looking for a job and even how to hiring that is written by, I don't know, people that aren't in the trenches every day, that aren't doing this on a daily basis. And they come up with some caca that just blows me away. So we're going to spend the next few sessions in demystifying the whole thing. Looking for a job and hiring people really is, as I've said before, a simple process. It's just not easy. It's like bench pressing 500 pounds. It's real simple, but it's just not easy. The first myth, and these myths for the next few weeks are on the part of candidates. I can find my dream job. My dream job is to play football for the Dallas Cowboys, preferably quarterback. That's my dream job. But I'm 73. I've got an old rugby injury that I gimp with. But that's my dream job, and I want to find it. Anybody that begins their conversation with you as a candidate and even puts the word dream in the job, maybe nightmare, just kidding, but dream in the job is crazy. Stay away from it, go away from it. Dream jobs. We make our dream jobs. There's no such thing as a dream job. We call it work for a reason. So get that out of your head, and anybody that tries to sell you that, run away from it. Throw away that book, don't even buy it. Next myth, I've paid my dues, so now someone's going to pay me what I'm really worth. I don't know of many people that think that they're paid what they're worth. Most people have an inflated idea of what they're worth. But now, by goodness, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a job where they're going to pay me what I'm really worth. Because, my goodness, all of these years, I've been grossly underpaid. I've been cheated. I've been lied to. And I'm going to go out there and get what I deserve. I looked it up on the internet. I need to be making $10,000 or $15,000 more than I've been making, and I'm going to find somebody that's going to pay it. Well, the truth is that you're going to get what the market will bear. Now, what the market's going to bear and what you think you're worth may be two different things. I don't know. But to come up with the idea that I need to make X amount of dollars because that's what I'm worth, when you have no relativity to what's in the market or on the market or what's available to you, it's unrealistic. I mean, you could want $150,000, but if you're an oceanographer in Dallas, Texas, there are probably not very many jobs like that. And even if they are, they probably don't pay that kind of money. So there's no objective value of what you're worth. It's a subjective value. It's like, what's your house worth? Nothing until the day you sell your house. That's what it's worth. Since I'm looking for a job anyhow, it's probably a good time to change careers. Changing careers is really hard to do. I mean, I make the analogy, you may be old enough to realize, to remember this, but when Michael Jordan left basketball to go play baseball, he didn't do very well. Why? Because he was competing with baseball players. Now, he might have been the best athlete in the whole world, but he was competing with baseball players. And his muscle memory and everything about him was basketball. So he didn't do very well. He could try to change careers, but it didn't work out very well. The further away you get from what you document, the harder it is to find a position. Unless, of course, it's your brother-in-law or father or family member or somebody that knows you really well and hires you strictly for your athletic ability. No pun intended there, but the idea that you're going to change careers, it's not that easy to do. It's very hard to do. This is along the line about I want to make more money, but if I change jobs, I need to make more money. It used to be written in a whole bunch of books that when you change jobs, you ought to get at least a 10% raise. That probably went out with the 60s. You just don't take a job simply for the money. You take a job because of the future it might have, what it might be doing, the organization that you're working with. There are 4 or 5 things that you need to look at before you get to the money. But just because you think you need to make more money doesn't necessarily mean that the market is going to bear it. So don't say to yourself or to other people, if I leave and find a new job, I'm going to make more money. And then the last one we'll discuss today is I've done my research. I know what kind of money I'm worth on the market. Well, that relates to a couple of other things that we've mentioned here, that you don't know what your worth is on the market, what they publish on the internet. I don't know where those people come up with it, but sometimes it's realistic. Most of the time it's not. Most people think that they are worth a whole lot more than they really are and what the market will demand. And as I said, you don't want to go to work for just the highest bidder. You've got to look at the job, the company, the people you're working with, what kind of future you might build for yourself, and the kind of career and the kind of organization it might be. Lots of things make up for money. And my experience has been, if you work for the right people in the right kind of job, the money will take care of itself. All right, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. This is Tony Bashara with the Job Search Solution.